Hey there, Dynamite fans. Come join us here at The Experience this Monday, April 10th at 6 p.m. Eastern, our usual time. And I think you already know at this point, it's going to be good no matter what. We're going to have the DC, we're going to have the Marvel, we're going to have the Dynamite, Rex and John and Robbie. Yes, Robbie's on Monday. We're going to, Nick will do something, he'll just intervene whenever he feels like it. And I'll try to make sure he doesn't do that. So no matter what, it'll be a great time. Remember, it's this Monday, April 10th, 6 p.m. Only here on The Experience. Can't wait to see you.
Hey everybody, welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups, and it's time for the weekly pop culture wrap-up. That's right, everybody. Thanks for checking out the video. I am Rockin Robbie Billups. This is the weekly pop culture wrap-up. It's the show where I go over the week's pop culture news, mostly comic books and movies. Let's get right into it. Batman and Robin, a new DC comic from Joshua Williamson and Simone DiMeo, that's going to debut in September. We don't get a whole lot of details, but it was kind of announced at MegaCon at a panel with Williamson and Jeff Johns and a few others about upcoming DC works. So we got Batman and Robin, written by Joshua Williamson, with artwork by Simone DiMeo. I'm a big fan of DiMeo's artwork, especially the Power Rangers stuff. Recently, you could find their work on like covers, Harley Quinn, I think, for a bit. Maybe that was like the Future State stuff or something like that, but a very dynamic flow to their artwork. And Joshua Williamson, friend of the show, a fantastic dude. I finally got to meet him in person at MegaCon. He could not have been more awesome and gracious, and we definitely plan on having him back on the channel soon to have another conversation. So Batman and Robin, I'm very excited for this one. Batman Beyond Neo Gothic, that's a new series in June. It's from Colin Kelly, Jackson Lansing, and Max Dunbar. This is the same team pretty much that did that last Batman Beyond series, like Neo Year or something like that. I dropped out of that pretty quickly, but I know a lot of people really did like that, so it's going to be a continuation of that story. So if you were a fan of that last Batman Beyond miniseries, definitely keep your eyes out for this one. It debuts in June. We got Web of Carnage in July. This is by Ram V and others. Now, we had Ram V recently on the channel. He said he's pretty much done with all the symbiote stuff, so maybe he's just kind of launching this, and then other people, like maybe Alex Packnadel or Cullen Bunn or even Al Ewing, are going to add some flavor to it or something like that, but it's spinning out of the events from Carnage Reigns, which is this upcoming crossover between Carnage and Miles Morales and Red Goblin that Alex Packnadel is kind of spearheading, along with Cody Ziegler. So I'm rather excited for this. Carnage was a book that was a little bit up and down for me, but then when it got to its conclusion, and I guess that was issue 12, whatever the newest one was before the Alex Packnadel issue, Ram V led it to a ultimate point that I was very satisfied with, and it recontextualized everything that came before. And so when I think about it, I like it even more. So I'm excited for this. We got Death of the Venomverse that debuts in August, written by Cullen Bunn with artwork by Gerardo Sandoval. It's going to have a backup story from David Michelinie, which is set in those Lethal Protector days, which is weird because they've already done that and they're doing it again, so why not do it as a backup? So I guess this is part of the whole Summer of Symbiotes thing. Not that Summer of Symbiotes is a specific event, but there's a lot of symbiote-specific things going on. Of course, we got Carnage ongoing, Venom ongoing, the Edge of Venomverse, the Extreme Venomverse, the Death of Venomverse, Carnage Reigns, Web of Carnage, Red Goblin. It's symbiote craziness. It's symbiote silliness over at Marvel this year, but I'm excited to see what this Death of Venomverse thing is going to be. Blade finally gets his own series again. That debuts in July, written by Bryan Edward Hill, with artwork by Elena Casagrande. Now, for years, I've been telling people I have a 5-year plan on Blade, and I still do. However, people would always ask, what team would you put on a Blade book? Because one of the things I've been saying since this channel started was, where's my Blade book? I need a Blade book. How can Marvel not translate the success of the cinematic Blade into comics? Every time they try, it's like they falter. But my pick was always Bryan Edward Hill and Juan Ferreira. Well, we got one half of that, and Casagrande, okay, that's cool, because her art on Black Widow was super solid, so I am beyond stoked that we get a Blade book from a very solid writer and a very solid artist. I have high hopes for this one. X-Men Days of Future Past Doomsday is a new miniseries kicking off in July from Marvel. This is written by Mark Guggenheim with artwork by Manuel Garcia. This is set in the Days of Future Past timeline. You know, the X-Men 141, 142, Byrne, Claremont classic. Have you ever wanted to revisit that era? Well, of course you have. In fact, it's been revisited plenty of times, but they're doing it again. Guggenheim's a pretty solid writer. Check out his work right now on Torrent over at Image Comics if you want to check out some of his current work. But I think this is going to be cool, and it's always exciting to dive back into these classic kind of tales with those classic kind of vibes. Then we got Astonishing Iceman debuting in August, written by Steve Orlando with artwork by Vincenzo Carottu. Not familiar with the artist. Steve Orlando, I respect as a writer. I usually appreciate his work more in big chunks, issue to issue. It doesn't always click for me, but he has been turning a lot of heads right now with his work on Scarlet Witch, so I think Iceman is a really good fit for Steve Orlando, and I'm rather excited to see what he develops there. Then we got the news that James Mangold is officially confirmed to be writing and directing the Swamp Thing movie for the upcoming new DCU James Gunniverse, Saffronverse, whatever you want to call it. We've been talking about this on this channel, and other people have been talking about it, but James Mangold, because he just got announced that he's doing a Star Wars movie, but during the Star Wars celebration also said, yes, I am writing currently the Swamp Thing movie. What's going to happen first? We'll see how it shakes out. But yo, James Mangold doing a Swamp Thing movie? Okay, I'm 100% down for that. Dave Filoni is also going to be doing a Star Wars movie, and this is going to be apparently the big conclusion to what they're calling the Mandalorian saga. So Dave Filoni has been widespreadly considered to be the savior of Star Wars right now, and a lot of people like Mandalorian. The new season has a drop in viewership. I haven't watched any of it yet. I still haven't watched Book of Boba Fett. I've been kind of slacking on the Star Wars. I need to kind of get back into it, get plugged back in. I got plans to do that. But Dave Filoni, a lot of people really love him and respect his work on The Mandalorian and what he's doing with Star Wars in general, and everything is building up to this movie. It's going to be a big conclusion to the Mandalorian saga. I think that's a cool idea. We got the Ahsoka trailer, right? Starring Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka, one of the best new Star Wars creations of the modern era, from Clone Wars into Rebels, and then in through now what they're doing here with Mandalorian and so on and so forth. I thought the trailer looked cool. It didn't necessarily overly excite me. It's got those Thrawn mentions. I know a lot of people are really big into Thrawn, so heck yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm excited to see what happens. That's going to debut in August. We got that Blue Beetle trailer. Yo, I loved that Blue Beetle trailer. First of all, you got Miggy. I don't even know this cat's real name. He's just Miguel to me from Cobra Kai, but now he's going to be Jaime because I love the look and vibe and feel of this movie. A lot of people I saw criticizing it, oh, another origin story. Yeah, we need an origin story for Blue Beetle because it's not Spider-Man, it's not Superman, it's not Batman. Not a lot of people know who Jaime Reyes is or the origin of the Blue Beetle. I thought this movie looked great. I'm a big fan of the actor who's playing Jaime, who it's always Miguel to me. You know, Cobra Kai never dies. But I'm excited. I liked it. I loved the trailer, actually. I watched it like a few times, and each time I watched it, it seemed more enjoyable, seemed fun, seemed light, seemed like it might have some dangerous aspects to it, though. And the CG doesn't look too bad, so at least in the trailer, we'll see what happens. Watched that Secret Invasion trailer. Didn't really do much for me. I watched this several times too, and I mean, it clicked a little bit better on the second and third viewing of the trailer, but I just kind of done, kind of over it, you know, and I feel bad, like, to be over Marvel movies. And there's this whole vibe in the trailer where they're like, you know, things have gone awry since you've been gone, Nick Fury. Well, yeah. Well, it's time to come back for one final ride. Was Vin Diesel in this damn thing? Why is everything a final ride nowadays? Anyway, the trailer seemed okay, but it didn't do anything to overly excite me or even just to underly excite me. It was just kind of there, and it's all right. I'm still going to check it out. I still will watch it with an open mind, and no, not really too many expectations, but trailer didn't do that much for me. The Barbie trailer, though, I don't care what anybody says. This is probably, at this point, my most anticipated movie of this year. This Barbie trailer was wild. The first one was cool with the 2001 homage bits or whatnot, but this one getting a little bit more into what the real vibe of this movie is going to be, which seems to be very adult themed, but at the same time kid friendly. I don't know. This movie looks wild. That whole scene with the "we're gonna beat you off, we're gonna beat you off," like, it's so freaking funny. I think they're making the best attempt they got at making a Barbie movie that's going to be relevant for adults, maybe kids. I don't know, but right now I am all for that Barbie movie. I got to get my pink outfit ready. Then we got the new teaser trailer for Beau is Afraid. It's weird. This is the new Ari Aster film. He's the cat that did Hereditary and Midsommar. Love those two movies. Very excited for this. Joaquin Phoenix in the role, the main role. And we got a trailer a couple months ago. Looked visually stunning. Didn't really tell us much about the story. This is now like a teaser. It's just like 40-something seconds. Tells you maybe a little bit more about the story, but still I have no idea what this movie's about, except for a dude who's deathly afraid of everything, trying to go visit his mother. I guess that's enough. All that I need to know is that it's Ari Aster. It's a new movie. Joaquin Phoenix. A24. I'm there. I'm down. Trailer looked cool, though. Trailer looked cool. Then Indiana Jones. I didn't even know that there was a new Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny trailer. But when I got done watching the Beau is Afraid trailer, it popped up on my YouTube recommendations, and I was like, oh, let me watch this. And this trailer was pretty solid. Now, the last indie trailer, it was all right, but it didn't really vibe with me that much. This one kind of felt like an Indiana Jones movie. It had the music. It had the sense of adventure. I'm not saying I'm 100% sold on it, but I'm one of those people that didn't think that, I almost said Pick a Destiny, that didn't think the Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls was as bad as other people think. Like, obviously, it ain't the best Indiana Jones movie, but I still had some fun with it. This looked cool. Mads Mikkelsen is the villain. Time travel, timey-wimey stuff. We've all heard all the rumors about what's going on and this and that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. If it's executed right, we'll see what happens, right? That being said, this trailer kind of got me excited. Kind of hit me in those nostalgic feels. Anyway, that's what we got for you this week. What's coming up here at PCP? Do check out Dylan and the crew tonight over at Dylan's Horror Show. Link in the description below. They're going to be talking about Critters 1 and Critters 2. It's going to be a fantastic show. Join me for Rockin Robbie Live on Sunday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. It's Easter Sunday, so we're doing a special Teen Dog Shades night. We haven't done a Teen Dog Shades night in over a year, so we're going to have a good time. All the normal stuff like the DC sneak peek, Batman, Marvel in the 90s. I don't know exactly what's all going to be on the show. Haven't pieced it all together yet, but the shades will be on. So you never know where the show's going to go on a Teen Dog Shades night. And then join us as PCP Movie Night returns Monday night at 8 p.m. Central Time as we talk about the Sylvester Stallone cinema classic. That's right. Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. Co-starring Estelle Getty. Y'all, that's going to be a fun conversation. Anyway, thank you for checking out the video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and drop a comment below about anything you think about any of this news. Did you watch these trailers? What do you think? Yeah, what do you think about this comic book news? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. Let's keep this conversation going. I've been Rockin Robbie Billups. Thanks for rocking with us. Station. Pop, pop, boom!